Hey, it's your girl KJ, and we are kicking it in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm with one of my homies, Jemere. What's going on, Jemere?
Yeah, man.
So, like, okay, first off the bat, amazing show. Like, you blew my mind, and what's so amazing about you as an artist is you can see all of the different cultures that you mesh together through the music.
Yeah, man.
You can see, like, the Southern influence, you can see the Jamaican influence, you can see the Caribbean, and then you can see a little bit like a rock and country influence in there too. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the rock influence comes from the background of the family, Morgan Heritage, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a reggae rock driven band.
Right, shout out to Morgan Heritage.
Yeah, big up to the family. And just the whole learning of the process of music, being around the family, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a musical room, because you have in the back Uncle Mojo's listening to a bunch of rap music and reggae, and my father's listening to straight roots, Lucky Dube. You have Uncle Peter listening to gospel like the Gap Band and what is his name? Charlie Wilson. Yeah, Otis Redding,
yeah.
Sam Cooke, Auntie Una. She listens to hip hop.
Yeah,
It's a whole music hub on the bus when we're touring, and you know, I guess it's in my blood now. So,
yeah, and that's important too, because a lot of families, especially you, Marley being another one, you're on tour with Jo Mersa Marley, so that's why we bring them up. You guys are a musical family, so music is music to you, so there probably are no lines of like division. So for when you make something and they try to box it in, you're probably like, nah, it's just me, it's just music.
It's
yeah.
just like thing is, your brain is a computer, so anything you process in
the best computer.
Yeah, it's the best computer. So anything that you put in, you input in here is what's going to output. So if you have input positivity, positivity will come out. If you input negativity, negativity will come out. Alright.
And I'm so glad you said that, because in these times that we're living in, your music is so uplifting and so great. Like, it's so, I guess, timely that you would be on a tour, you know, with Jo Mersa at this time, because you were, like, I just felt so inspired in the venue this evening. Like, it was, no, seriously, because it's very, you know, like all the political stuff that we're going through and all, like the, you know, we don't have to talk about all the details, but just to be able to just go and have a good time and really enjoy yourself, you know, and it's real music that's almost like a lost art these days, if you know what I mean. So tell us what the studio process is like for you. You go into the studio and what?
It's a learning process, like I said. It's a learning process. I learned so much from my own self. You know what I mean? I learned from my mistakes, which is the life, which leaks over to the music. And these are the things I talk about, and I love to share and make other youths be aware of my mistakes, that they don't make the same mistakes. So.
Right. Wow. So, how did you put the EP together? Tell us.
Well, it's an album. It's
so it is an album.
It's an album. Yes. Yeah, album.
Nice.
Definitely an album. Entitled Transition. I've been contemplating for like the past 3 years what I want to do. I went from a mixtape to an EP.
Because last I heard it was an EP, right?
Yeah, right. I was supposed, originally it was supposed to be an EP entitled I Am Jemere. But over the time, like during the process of the album, I ended up recording about 65 songs. So yeah, so I had to pick from that list which songs I love the best, and
how did you
I couldn't decide.
So
there's 17 songs on the album. I don't. It's a lot of music.
Okay, so for me, if it were me, 65 songs, I was like, okay, the songs that stand out the most in my mind, those songs that they can't get out of my head. How did you go about picking them? Like,
just vibe, just vibe. Listen to it, shuffling the songs, playing it for other people, playing it while I'm driving. And just, you know what I mean. Once it's as an artist, you have to listen to your music and study it, and be aware of the message in it, because sometimes people take it the wrong way and do something and say, yeah, I learned it from this person. You have to live with their music to know what you're putting out.
I think Kanye said that about his first album, College Dropout. He said, even if nobody bought it, he rode around in the car and just listened to it all day. So I feel you.
Sometimes it ends up being an inspiration to you. Like a lot of times I record like the song, the title track for the album, Transition. When I listen back to that that is out, you know what I mean, and I listen back to it, I'm like, sheesh, was I singing that high? I said that, I don't remember writing that, but it's all about the vibe in the studio. And I mean, once you're true to the music and one with it, it will be a great output.
Now, speaking of the vibe in the studio, back to you being on tour with Jo Mersa, how did that come about? Did that come about in the studio? Because I can see you guys like collaborate, because I know you guys have the collaboration. So did it come from that, like being in the studio and then saying, you know what, let's do it on tour? Or
well, it's JBoog that called us. JBoog been around the family for years, and just to see it manifest today that we're touring together, and you know what I mean, we're all a musical family. Like we're always together, and we're always barbecuing and hanging out together. So just to see us as a next generation out with JBoog, it's unifying reggae.
Yeah, because people usually associate your families anyway, the Marleys and the Morgans, you know.
So it's a blessed feeling, a humble feeling to be on the platform we're on and to be representing the next generation of our families. It's an honor to be out here.
Yeah, and you do it so well. You bring your own voice to it, you know.
Yeah.
I can imagine that it's a little bit of pressure because you have so much musical talent in your family, starting with your grandfather, Denroy.
All the way down.
Right.
And we have way more of the next generation coming. So
right.
That of us. So yeah, man, be prepared.
Well, it's awesome. So go ahead and let us know where you can get your music, where we can get your follow you on Instagram, follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. On Facebook.com/Jemere Morgan, JEMERE Morgan. I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat is I am Jemere, IAMJEMERE. And make sure you go get my album on iTunes. It's available on all digital platforms, Transition. So make sure you go get it right.
Thank you so much, Jemere.
Thank you so much.
Great evening. How long you in town for?
Oh, we leave tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Keep on going, you know what I'm saying?